It's a role many women find themselves in, the family photographer, right? So you may feel frustrated, always being the one remembering to take the photo. But my next guest wants us to reframe our thoughts. And instead of considering yourself a photo taker, think about being a photo giver. It's a beautiful visual around our role as memory keepers, and I'm excited to learn more about this. I'm joined by documenter and teacher Karli Cleaver for this conversation. Welcome to the show, Karli.
So happy to be here.
All right, so a lot of us have seen the quote on social media that's sparking our conversation today, and I wanted to share it first so then we can talk about the emotion around it, okay? It says, "I am the taker of the photos. I'm the receiver of the groans, the eye rolls, and the hurry-ups. I'm the one who disrupts the moments to capture them, and sometimes it's hard to be that person. But I'm also the holder of the memories. I'm the one who keeps the precious proof. I'm the bearer of the stories, the maker of the photo books that bring tears, laughter, and love rushing into the room each time they're opened. And if you are too, please know you are capturing this life as it happens. You are capturing stages, ages, twists, turns, and last moments no one could have foreseen. And generations to come will thank you for it, even if no one does right now. The eye rolls will be replaced one day with absolute all-consuming gratitude for the image of a smiling face so missed and a memory returned home to stay. Keep disrupting life to capture it, my friends. When it's all that is left, someone somewhere will be so very glad you did." And that was by Donna Ashworth. And I think that most women can relate to this. So what is your initial reaction when you hear that quote?
Oh, this quote makes me feel seen. I almost can't read it or listen to it without tears because of how much it resonates so deep within my heart and soul. I am this person in my home, and it is a gift and a privilege, even amid the eye rolls and temper tantrums that sometimes accompany photo taking and memory making.
I love that. I do too. I said, I hope I can read that without crying. And I did. Good job. But you share a really interesting perspective on the shift that we can take in this role. So share that with us.
Okay. Joy Prouty said, "We use the phrase to take a picture. What if instead of thinking that something had to be taken, we could slow down and receive what might be given through the process of image making?" So just that small shift from taking a photo to receiving an image, it changes me. Instead of feeling a sense of duty or irritation that I'm generally the one behind the lens, remembering to capture all the moments, making sure all the things are documented, I'm just forever grateful for what I receive in the process. Tangible ways to remember in a world of rapidly declining attention spans and my memory, which is human, frail, and faulty. And just remembering brings me so much joy.
Oh, that really does help us create a new way to look at why we're taking photos. And so personally, why is this so important to you? What's your why?
Oh, I love that question. In the book Die with Zero, Bill Perkins talks about the memory dividend. And this concept really resonated so much with me as the taker of the photos. While it's not always easy, and sometimes the work of just getting it done makes me want to say, never mind, what comes afterward is pure gold. When I have a family yearbook that's printed and in my hands or on our coffee table, and the whole family crowds around to look through, reminisce, laugh, and show their friends, it reminds me it's always worth it to capture those memories. And when we pile on the couch to watch our family video from the prior year, I remember why I love capturing quick snippets of video footage throughout that year. The moment that we capture it is great, but those moments actually continue to grow and become more important in our memory dividend the more time goes on. So those seemingly mundane moments become almost sacred because they take us right back to where we were, who we were with, and how we felt in that exact moment in time.
Turning the mundane to the sacred. I love how you put that. Thank you. So you have some practical tips for us as we put more intention into this role. What's first?
So first, I would say set a timer. If you're having a hard time remembering to capture the moment, set a timer or alarm and then take a photo in that moment. You'll start building a habit.
Okay, so just every time that timer goes off, you take a photo no matter what you're doing?
Yep.
Okay, I like it. And next you say look for those small moments.
Yeah, look for the smallest moments in a day to capture. I think it's easy to fall into that comparison trap and think, man, I don't have these grandiose big events or these cruise trips or things like that, but just the smallest moments in a day are the things that later mean the most.
You want us to look for photo ops for other people, and I have to admit, I already do this. I will take a picture of some and then go get their number and send it to them. Is that what you're talking about?
I love that so much. I wasn't thinking that way so much, but I love that you do that. And yes, add that. I was thinking specifically of like friends and people we are dear to us, right? Like we see them with their kids or we see friends having a moment together. Just take a quick capture and then send it to them randomly when they're least expecting it.
Okay, and I love this. Don't be afraid to get in the photo. You're saying go ask people to take those photos for you.
Yes. And as the taker of a photo, to that prior point, I would say try to take flattering photos, please, of other people, but ask someone to take a photo with you in it. Don't be embarrassed. Sometimes what comes naturally for me, taking photos and documenting moments, is simply not on someone else's radar. But if I ask, they're always thrilled to help. So don't be embarrassed to ask somebody to take a photo and capture the moment for you.
Okay, lastly, really quickly, can you just give us, you have 3 apps you want us to use to make it a little easier?
Yes. Stacy Julian said, I'd rather have a story without a picture than a picture without a story. So please make sure you're including some story with your pictures. And the first app is the Project Life app, which makes that so doable and so easy. The second app I use is iMovie for our family video. And the third app is Day One app. And that's just for straight journaling.
That's awesome. Karli, thanks so much. You've given us a great perspective today. Where can people learn more from you?
Yeah, you can find me at Becky Higgins LLC on Instagram and at Karli.Cleaver on Instagram.
All right. Thank you so much.